Greetings, YouTube lovers. Video number 2. If you're watching it, share it with everybody. Twitter, Facebook, Google+, all your friends. I'd love to get the subscriptions over 644. Anyways, this is kind of a follow-up to a video I did a while back. It was called Let Me Rip Your Heart Out, and somebody left a comment. Something to the effect of they've been dealing with that for a while. And I think it was basically me just going into a borderline rage with somebody. And I thought rather than try to leave comments to that person, because sometimes it's hard for me to gather my thoughts, I thought I'd just do a follow-up video. And the reason that I kind of went into a rage with this person was everything was going great. We did text, we did talk on Skype, we would talk for a couple hours, and then all of a sudden they stopped talking to me. And I don't know why. So anyway, several months had passed, and I decided, well, I'm going to sign into Skype. I'm going to see if they still have me on their friend list. And they did. And that pissed me off simply because all this time had passed. They never approached me to say, hey, how you doing? What have you been up to? I miss talking to you. Which would have shown me that I was important in that person's life. And so by them not doing that, that sends the message to me that I'm a worthless person and I'm not worth being a friend. And, also kind of gets into identity where I didn't do anything to that person, but they stopped talking to me, so what's wrong with me? I must be a worthless person. And so when I saw that they still had me on their Skype, it pissed me off. And then I began telling this person, what a worthless person you are. You're a shitty friend. I think I may have called him a cunt. And, it was just nonstop verbal attack until they finally did get to the point that they blocked me. And so the thought process is this. A healthy-minded person would have approached that person and said, hey, I don't understand what's going on. It seemed like everything was going great. But then it stops. So did I do something wrong? What's going on? Are you busy? Blah, blah, blah. But these people that know how to approach things, they have an identity. They're comfortable with who they are. They don't have to try to be who they are. They have a life. They have self-worth. I have none. And so when this person didn't take the initiative to approach me, what that tells me is I'm a worthless person. So here's where the dysfunctional mind, which doesn't make sense to me. I don't want to be a worthless person. So it doesn't make sense that here I am. I didn't do anything wrong. Things were going great. They stopped talking to me. They never approached me again. So in a sense, it's kind of like 1 and 1 equals 3. It doesn't make sense to me. So in my mind, I go to the far extreme. I'd be an asshole. You're worthless. You're a lousy friend. You're a shitty person. You're a cunt. Obviously that would offend people and it would be counterproductive. But in the mind of borderline personality, in a sense, it's a manipulative tactic. To where I was hoping they would, I'm calling them all these names, the hope behind it would be they would take a second and go, whoa, wait a minute, let's talk this through. I don't understand why you're calling these names. What's going on? What happened? And by them doing that, that would have showed me some self-worth that I'm calling them all these names. They're taking the initiative to question me to find out what's wrong. Let's work this out. So it would have given me some self-worth. That would have made sense to me. But being an asshole and saying all these lousy things to the person And having them block me and maybe feeling bad because of all these things I was saying to them also makes sense to me. Because here I am calling this person a lousy friend, a shitty person, a cunt, all this type of stuff. They say, fuck it, I'm done talking to you. They block me. Well, it's still 1 and 1 equals 2 simply because, rationally, if you're being called a cunt and a lousy friend, it's obvious they wouldn't like me. So, I guess the two things that equal 2 is one, the 1 plus 1 equals 2 would be, one, I can be really insulting to this person and they take the initiative to say, hey, what's wrong? What's going on? Let's calm down. Let's talk this through. And that would give me some self-worth. That would show me they care about me. That would show me they care about wanting to be a friend with me. That would make sense. That would make me feel good. The alternative is I can be a real asshole with them and call them all these names and they block me. And that makes sense because that's logical. You're sitting there insulting somebody. Why would they want to talk to me? So it makes sense. By approaching them with a healthy mind, it makes me feel worthless. It makes me feel like I don't matter to anybody. I do something wrong, people hate me. I do the right thing and try to take the right initiative. I'm almost like begging for their friendship. I'm still worthless because for whatever reason they didn't approach me. When I do something wrong, I can admit to it and apologize. And so would I apologize to this person? No, not unless they came up to me and said, let's talk this through, or I'm sorry for the way I treated you, then I might apologize. But that was going through my mind. That's the manipulative tactic that I use, that insult this person, hope that they want to talk to me and work things out, giving me self-worth. They didn't do that, then the other option went forward. It pissed them off. They didn't like it. They blocked me. That still makes sense to me because I'm calling them all these horrible names. And I guess maybe those are the better two options than trying to take the initiative to say, hey, let's work this out, and feeling worthless, that nobody cares to try to work things out with me. I hope that makes sense. If you have questions on it, leave comments. I'll be more than happy to do a follow-up or try to explain it better. Again, if you're watching this, I'm sorry I rambled on. I'm on Klonopin. I'm really relaxed. Follow me on Twitter. Put the video on Twitter. Put the video on Google+. Put the video on Facebook. Help me get over 645. Let me be loved. Anyways, check out allpoetry.com/darksidewritings. I'm also on Twitter. You can find that. So I'm going to try to do another video number 3, here in a second. So thanks for checking this video out. I might sing some love songs now. I feel like I need to sing some love. Anyways, I'll be back in a few minutes.